Welcome back to another Advocate video. What's that, Cora? You want them to like the video already? Oh, you also wanted me to tell them that YouTube memberships and Patreon memberships come with early access to videos and members-only lives? What can I say? She's a smart cat. One thing Cora and I have noticed is that women are getting a lot pickier, aren't they? I mean, you can't escape it. It's the bar is in hell here. It's men ain't shit here. We've got
You mean the ick list? I've seen like some wild ick lists. You know what I'm saying? Like this one girl was like, having a mom is an ick.
Red flag that I seen a guy is having a mom, and even worse, having a sister.
What are you talking about? Everyone's got one.
lists. Have you seen the ick lists? Men can't ride bikes, they can't order girly drinks, they can't swim funny, they can't bowl funny. Every day online it seems
These are still tame. These are still tame. Like I said, having a mom is an ick. For real.
I am warned as a woman that some tiny, superficial, almost meaningless trait is actually a deadly quality in a man that I need to avoid at all costs. And I get having high standards. I get having strong boundaries. I think that people are allowed to have as high of standards for their own dating preferences as they want. I'm not telling you that you can't say that you need a 6 foot tall, well hung millionaire. I will say you might be culling your dating market herd expeditiously. I do.
Yeah, to zero basically. You just made your dating pool nice around zero, right? But here's the deal, right? If you want all of these things, it's absolutely fine. If you don't want to date someone that, eats ice cream for whatever reason, or someone that has a mom for some reason, it's fine. You do you, I don't care. But like if you go online and you start belittling people, not only men but women as well, for dating dudes that have moms, you're hurting your life. That's what I don't get. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you go online and film, these ick lists and tell people that you don't want to date a dude that's got a mom? You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that?
Do fear that a lot of these new standards, requirements, or ick lists are just things that are causing us to destroy our own dating pool. There are definitely very fair standards, like refusing to date a guy who doesn't have a job, or refusing to date a girl who can't drive. I can understand not wanting to date a guy if he's obsessed with sports, if you hate sports. I can understand not wanting to date a woman who is obsessed with going out partying if you're a total introvert. But how many good men are we throwing right in the garbage over arbitrary bullshit that we heard from women online? Let me give you just one example of this.
The biggest red flag that you should ever have in a man is if he likes anime.
The biggest one. Like, sure, like if he's got like 5 women locked up in his house, like chained up and stuff, like that's bad. But like in anime, watching Naruto Shippuden, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You might be killing grandmas on weekends, but you ain't gonna be watching no Dragon Ball Z. I can tell you that much, brother. That's crazy. And again, why would you film that? I don't get it.
Anime as the biggest red flag.
That was my first thought. The biggest?
I know that it's not all women thinking as such because a lot of women are anime fans.
Yeah, we don't claim her.
It's just sad that a girl could find a guy that is perfect, that checks all the green boxes, but wouldn't give him the time of day because he loves anime. Because she considers that as the biggest red flag. Not him being a player, a cheater, a lying piece of shit, or
Murderer, fraud, prisoner. Like if a dude is in prison, that's still anime is still bigger red flag, brother. Yeah, she's crazy. Can't expect crazy people to act normal. I say it all the time.
him putting his hands on women in a violent way. Nah. He loves anime, that's a no-go, that's a red flag.
The creator who sent that to me is a guy named Greg Michaels. You should definitely go check him out. But really, we had the exact same reaction. Like, the biggest red flag, a guy's biggest red flag, you're saying, is if he likes anime. Some women out there, they truly have no sense of self-preservation whatsoever. To me, either I'm reading way too into this or I'm just good at pattern recognition, but she strikes me as the kind of person who learned very early on in life, probably because there was really no sense of urgency for her to do anything else, that being popular, being socially accepted is the number one most important thing above all else. Above
No. First of all, she's crazy. Second of all, she's an attention whore, just like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, attention is like a drug. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, first and foremost, she's fucking crazy. Anime is as the biggest fucking red flag. That's crazy. She's crazy. She's nuts. You know? It is what it is.
ensuring that a man has emotional stability, can control his temper and attitude even during hard times, is friendly and humble, and takes care of others. No, her number
Loyal. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty. That's the most important thing, at least for me. You know what I'm saying?
one priority is making sure that she is not seen with some weeb. Like, I'm sorry, but that's all it really comes down to, is that she was conditioned to believe that anybody who watches anime is a nerd, an outcast, someone you just don't want to be seen with. She never grew out of that need to have these cliques and to attempt to be the queen bee of the cool girls. This is a person who established an us versus them at a very early age and is probably just never going to change. I can tell you this is certainly a person who
No. She's just nuts, like I said. She's just fucking crazy. That's it. It's that simple. You know, like, just go outside and just ask like 5 random girls on the street if watching anime or liking Pokemon cards is the biggest red flag. They will laugh in your fucking face. They'll be like, that's ridiculous because she's crazy. It is what it is.
has never actually gotten to know someone who likes anime. Or she's just universally recognized as such a judgmental person that the people in her life who do like anime would never talk to her about it. Because the only reason that anime used to be seen as nerdy or weird back in the day is because it wasn't widely circulated. It wasn't viral, it wasn't super popular, and so people just didn't really understand it. Let's be honest, America was also really mad at Japan for a while. We know now that watching cartoons as adults is perfectly fine, and if we would have known it back then, we wouldn't have completely outcast those people. The only reason those people were outcast was because of people like the person who made this video, not because there's anything actually wrong with anime. Let's take a pretty well-known anime like Pokemon, for example. Talk about a show and a game that has united generations. People are already playing Pokemon with their kids. Where is the red flag there? You want to know something else funny? I bet you every gym crush she has ever had has Dragon Ball Z music on their playlist while they're lifting. Now, because of some cultural differences, I can see how some people see anime as maybe being like more perverted than typical American cartoons. Fan service is a thing, but getting on a high horse about it and pretending like American culture is so much more morally superior and above that is delusional. Like, come on, we can be gross.
Yes. Like I said, because she's fucking crazy. Like, it's that simple, it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely think she's just fucking nuts. We don't have to be talking about like her goals in life and shit. She's just fucking crazy, and she made some crazy statements online.
Red flag that I see in a guy is having a mom, and even worse, having a sister.